Have you ever wondered why some women walk into a room and the air shifts? Why the man she loves looks at her like she holds the stars in her eyes, like he would do anything just to stay close to her energy? It's not her looks, it's not her clothes, it's something deeper, something magnetic, something so soft, yet so powerful, it pulls his heart in without a single word. That, my dear, is feminine energy. And when you learn to own it, not pretend, not force, but truly live in it, it changes everything. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." And if your thoughts are filled with fear, desperation, and doubt, that's the energy you send out. But when your thoughts are calm, graceful, confident, loving, that's when the energy you radiate becomes irresistible. Because a woman who rests in her feminine power doesn't chase. She doesn't beg. She doesn't prove. She simply is. And he feels it. He's drawn to it. He worships it without even knowing why. Think of a flower. A flower doesn't scream to be noticed. It doesn't run after the bee. It stands in full bloom, open, soft, beautiful. And because of that, the bee comes. That is what true feminine energy looks like in love. It's not loud. It's not needy. It's not performance. It's presence. And a man who is truly meant for you, he will feel it. He will be moved by it. He will come closer because your energy speaks louder than anything you say. But I know this isn't how you've always felt. You've loved with everything inside you. You've given your all. And still, he walked away. Or maybe he stayed, but made you feel invisible, replaceable. And now you're wondering, what more could I have done? The answer? Nothing. You were never meant to give more. You were meant to give better. You were meant to give from a place of wholeness, not emptiness. Dear woman, the world may have tried to dim your light. He may have made you feel too much, too emotional, too complicated. But he was wrong. You are not too much. You are a force. And now it's time to step into the truth you forgot. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are not just a woman. You are a queen rising in her soft, powerful glow. And this is how he learns to worship your energy without even knowing why. If this message touched something deep inside you, if it reminded you of the strength, softness, and beauty that has always lived within you, then like this video and subscribe to the channel. We are working hard to create content that speaks to your heart, helps you heal, and reminds you of who you truly are. Because you deserve to feel seen, valued, and empowered every single day. Number 1. The softer you become, the louder your energy speaks. Have you ever noticed how he listens more closely when you stop speaking? How he watches more carefully when you stop proving? There's a kind of power in softness that can't be faked. And yet, so many women are taught to be louder, tougher, stronger, just to be seen. But what if I told you, the most magnetic thing you can ever be is calm in a world that wants you to chase? There is a quiet beauty in a woman who no longer begs to be heard. A woman who no longer needs to shout her worth. He feels her before she even enters the room. Her presence wraps around him like peace he didn't know he needed. Because feminine energy, it is not force, it is flow, it is not control, it is confidence. And when you embrace that softness, he feels it deeper than anything you could ever say. A butterfly does not scream for attention, it simply floats, and all eyes follow. That is what happens when your feminine energy is pure, still, glowing. You stop pushing, and he starts pulling closer. You stop chasing, and he starts chasing you. Because real men do not worship chaos, they worship peace, grace, and stillness. And when he sees that in you, he sees what he's been missing in every woman who tried too hard. As the old saying goes, stillness is not weakness. It is strength that doesn't need to be loud. That is what you are becoming, a force wrapped in softness. And queens, I know it's hard. I know you've been hurt. I know he made you feel like being kind, gentle, open made you less. But he was wrong. That softness, it's your power. That calm, it's your weapon. You are not too much. You were simply too powerful for the wrong heart. And now is your time. Let him feel your absence. Let him feel your energy shift. Let him realize that the woman he overlooked has become the woman he cannot forget. Write this in the comments and claim it. My softness is my power. Let the world know, queens, you are done forcing, done proving, done breaking for love. You are now living in the energy that draws true devotion. And if this message lit something in your soul, like this video and subscribe. We are here, working hard to bring you powerful, life-changing lessons, because your glow deserves to be honored. Number 2. He will chase the one who no longer needs to be chosen. Have you ever noticed how he always wants the one who isn't trying to win him, the one who isn't waiting, hoping, begging to be chosen? That's not by accident. A woman who no longer needs to be picked is the one he starts to chase. Because nothing draws a man in like the quiet power of a woman who already knows she is enough. At first, you tried everything. You gave, you waited, you tried to be perfect. You hoped that if you loved harder, if you stayed longer, he would finally choose you. But all it did was make him comfortable while you broke in silence. And now you're tired. Tired of proving, tired of asking, tired of shrinking yourself for a man who didn't even see the fire you held inside. But this is where it changes. This is where you change, because the moment you stop needing to be chosen, the moment you pull your energy back into yourself, he feels it. He might not admit it, but inside, something shifts. He starts noticing your absence, your silence, your glow. And suddenly, he starts chasing the very thing he thought he could live without. A woman who doesn't need validation from anyone is the most powerful force on earth. That's your truth. That's your power. You do not need his attention to feel worthy. You do not need his love to feel whole. You are not waiting for him to choose you. You are choosing you, fully, finally, completely. Think of the sun. The sun doesn't move for anyone. It rises every morning in its full glory. And when the world turns away, the sun doesn't beg. It keeps shining. That's you now. You're no longer bending to be loved. You are radiating from within. And he feels it. He watches you from the shadows, realizing too late that the woman he thought he could replace is the one who no longer looks back. Beautiful woman, this is the moment you stop waiting for the crown and start wearing it. You are not here to be an option. You are here to reign. Write this in the comments and claim it. I no longer wait to be chosen. I choose myself. Queens, let the world know your energy has shifted forever. We are working hard to bring you life-changing lessons because, queens, your rise has only just begun. Number 3. Still waters run deep, and he will drown in your mystery. Why is it that he remembers the quiet ones the most? Not the loudest, not the ones who chased, but the one who smiled with mystery in her eyes. The one who didn't give too much, didn't say too much, and yet stayed in his mind like a song he couldn't stop humming. Because the truth is, he doesn't crave noise, he craves depth. And you hold oceans behind your eyes. You are the mystery that pulls him in. Still waters don't scream for attention, but they run deep and they carry power. He may not understand it at first. He may look for excitement, for drama, for women who give too much too soon. But soon, the chaos fades. And when it does, he will remember you. He will remember the way your energy stayed calm while his world spun. He will remember the way you didn't beg, didn't prove, didn't rush. You gave him the gift of mystery, and now he can't stop drowning in it. Marcus Aurelius once said, "He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe." That harmony within you, that quiet confidence, that soft strength, it's not weakness, it's magnetism. And a man who's truly grounded will feel it. He won't be able to look away, because real feminine energy doesn't scream, doesn't chase. It rests, it breathes, and it owns every room it enters. Think of a moonlit lake. It doesn't try to impress, but the moment he sees it, he's captivated. The reflection, the stillness, the way it holds the sky without even trying. That is you, beautiful woman. And the man who once thought he needed noise will come crawling back to peace. Your peace. You've given too much before. You've tried to be loud enough, bright enough, good enough. But now you become still. Not because you have nothing to say, but because you no longer need to be heard, to be felt. You no longer need to prove anything to him. Let him chase the storm. One day he will miss the calm. So write this in the comments and claim it. He will drown in the depth he never took time to explore. We're here to bring you the kind of lessons that change your life forever, because you were never meant to beg, you were meant to reign. And this is the beginning of your empire. Number 4. The woman who glows from within becomes the one he cannot forget. Have you ever noticed how some women don't even have to try, and he can't take his eyes off her? She walks in, calm, glowing, unbothered, and suddenly he forgets everyone else in the room. It's not what she's wearing. It's not how she looks. It's something deeper. It's the glow. That warm, quiet power that comes from a woman who no longer waits to be chosen because she already chose herself. He may not understand it at first. He may not know why he keeps thinking about her, why he feels drawn back to her energy again and again. But here's the truth. When a woman starts to glow from within, he cannot forget her. Because that kind of glow, it leaves a mark on his soul. A wise woman once said, "Your glow is not a show. It's your healing. It's your peace. It's your power returning to you." And when that light comes from your heart, not your makeup, not your dress, not your smile, it shakes him. Because feminine energy isn't loud, but it is unforgettable. It's not about seducing him. It's about becoming the kind of woman whose presence lingers in his mind long after she's gone. Think of a fireplace on a cold night. It doesn't chase anyone. It doesn't ask to be loved. But the moment he steps too far away, he starts to feel the cold. And he remembers where the warmth came from. That is the kind of energy you carry when you stop proving, stop explaining, and start glowing from a place of peace and power. Maybe he left. Maybe he looked right at you and still chose someone else. Maybe he thought your love was easy to replace. Let him think that, because what he walked away from will become the thing he can never find again. And one day, when he's searching for that warmth, that light, that magic, you'll be too far ahead, shining brighter than ever. You are no longer that woman who waits. You are the woman who glows, from your heart, from your spirit, from your soul. And now, beautiful lady, it's your time to rise. Write this in the comments and claim it. My glow is unforgettable. Let the world know your energy doesn't fade, it reigns. Queens, if this message reminded you of who you really are, like this video and subscribe to the channel. We are working hard to bring you life-changing lessons because you were never meant to beg for love. You were meant to shine. Number 5. When you stop bending to be loved, he will kneel just to be near you. Have you ever watched yourself slowly disappear just to be enough for him? You softened your voice, shrank your truth, folded yourself into pieces, hoping he would see you, love you, choose you. You gave more, waited longer, stayed quiet, thinking if you could just bend a little more, he would finally give you the love you deserved. But no matter how much you bent, he never caught you. He only took more, and still you stayed. But here's the truth no one told you. Real feminine energy never bends to be loved. It receives love without begging for it. Seneca once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself, and no woman radiates power until she masters the art of not breaking herself to be chosen." The moment you stop trying to fit his expectations, something shifts. The energy changes. Suddenly, he leans in. He watches. He begins to feel the weight of what he almost lost. Because there is nothing more powerful than a woman who knows her worth and no longer tries to prove it. Think of gold. It doesn't bend. It doesn't beg to be worn. It holds its value no matter who sees it. And when a man realizes he had pure gold in his hands, but treated it like scrap, he either rises to deserve it, or he walks away in regret. That is the power you hold when you live in your feminine truth. The softness without surrender, the kindness without shrinking, the light that warms but does not burn itself out for his comfort. You are not here to chase. You are not here to convince. The moment you stop bending, he will feel your absence like a wound. And if he has any wisdom in him at all, he will kneel, not because you demanded it, but because he felt it. Because he knew he stood in the presence of a woman who cannot be bent, only honored. Dear woman, you are not broken. You were just trying too hard to be understood. But now you remember who you are. You are not a woman who begs. You are a queen who reigns. Write this in the comments and claim it. I do not bend to be loved. I rise to be worshipped. We are working every day to create life-changing truths that remind you, beautiful lady, you were never meant to chase. You were meant to rise. Number 6. Your energy is the mirror he never knew he needed. Have you ever looked into a mirror and realized it doesn't just show your reflection, it reveals what's hidden too? That's what your energy does to him. It reflects who he is, what he's been avoiding, and what he secretly craves. He may not understand it right away, but when he's near you, when he feels your calm, your softness, your deep presence, something inside him shifts. He sees himself more clearly, and for the first time, he feels safe. Not because you're trying to fix him, but because your feminine energy holds up the truth like a mirror. A man doesn't always need words to feel drawn. Sometimes it's the way you breathe, the way you listen without trying to control, the way your energy says, you can be real here. That kind of woman doesn't just attract him, she changes him. She doesn't force, she doesn't chase. She leads by presence. And he follows, not because he has to, but because he can't help it. There's a quote that says, "A calm woman creates a storm inside a man." And that is what feminine energy does. It holds so much power in stillness, it shakes him awake. You become the mirror he never expected. When you're in your softness, he's challenged to be stronger. When you're in your peace, he's faced with his chaos. When you don't chase, he has no choice but to question why he ever expected you to. Imagine standing by a still lake. The reflection is so clear, it shows every cloud in the sky, every crack in the mountains. That's what your energy does in a relationship. It doesn't demand change, it inspires it. He begins to rise, not for your approval, but because your energy reminds him of who he could be. Not every man can handle that. But the one who's ready, he won't just stay, he will honor it. But I know you've been hurt. You've loved with everything and been left wondering why it wasn't enough. Beautiful woman, you were not too much. You were simply a mirror held up to a man who wasn't ready to see himself. And now it's time to stop doubting your reflection. You are not broken, you are becoming. And once you step into your energy, fully, boldly, unapologetically, he will feel it in his soul. This is your moment to rise, not louder, but deeper. You don't need to change who you are. You only need to return to the powerful truth inside you. Write this in the comments and claim it. My energy is the mirror he can't ignore. Queens, let that truth echo in your soul and your relationships. And if this message awakened something in your heart, if it reminded you of your softness, your strength, your fire, like this video, we are here, working hard to bring you the lessons you were always meant to hear. Because you were never meant to chase, you were born to reign. Number 7. The woman who walks away without rage leaves a silence he cannot escape. Have you ever heard the loudest noise in the quietest moment? That moment when he realizes you're no longer fighting, no longer reaching, no longer standing there, hoping he'll finally see you. That silence, it's not weakness, it's not giving up. It's the kind of silence that echoes in his mind long after your presence is gone. Because when a woman walks away without rage, without chaos, without begging, he does not forget her. He carries her absence like a shadow that never leaves. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who caused the pain." And there is no power greater than a woman who no longer needs to raise her voice to be heard. When you stop explaining, stop justifying, stop giving all your energy to someone who only half showed up for you, he will feel that shift. The silence you leave behind becomes the lesson he never expected. Think of a candle in a dark room. While it burns, it brings comfort, warmth, light. But once it's blown out, the emptiness feels louder than the flame ever did. That's what your feminine energy is like when you finally pull it back. You didn't burn out. You chose to stop shining for the one who no longer appreciated your light. And now, he sits in the dark. You gave love, loyalty, softness, depth. You loved without holding back, but you were not put on this earth to chase. You were not made to beg a man to notice your worth. You are not broken, beautiful woman. You are rising in silence, and he will hear it every single day. Because nothing haunts a man more than the calm exit of a woman who once gave him everything. Lovely woman, it's time to stop explaining yourself. It's time to stop waiting for him to understand. You are not lost. You are evolving. And the more you walk in silence, the more he will be forced to hear what he couldn't see. Your power isn't in your pain, it's in your peace. Write this in the comments and claim it. My silence is the loudest truth he'll ever hear. Queens, let your quiet be your crown. Like this video and subscribe, because we are here creating powerful soul-awakening lessons just for you. Your energy was never meant to beg, it was meant to reign.